you, Tay.
And on that note,
now you know.
Thanks for having
me. Tay, thank you so much for hopping on. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you so much for hopping on. You are the best. This is
Taylor Swift joined Travis and Jason Kelce on the New Heights podcast, expressing that she had been waiting for an invitation to appear, calling it her favorite podcast, and identifying as a 92 enter. She highlighted her favorite segments, including news for Travis's enthusiastic shouting, which she could hear from across the house, and no dumb questions for the brothers' advice, which she found amusingly male-centric, often avoiding drama but occasionally suggesting chaotic solutions for humor. When asked why she was on the show, Taylor explained that the podcast had significantly impacted her life, crediting it for her relationship with Travis, who used it as a platform to express his interest in her 2 years prior. She recounted how Travis made friendship bracelets to give her at a concert, but was disappointed when he couldn't meet her, humorously describing his man tantrum after being denied access despite knowing the elevator operator at Arrowhead Stadium. Taylor noted that Travis didn't contact her management, assuming his connections would suffice, but his bold gesture felt like a romantic scene from an 80s John Hughes movie, with Travis metaphorically holding a boombox outside her window. She admitted to being cautious about online interactions, avoiding her DMs due to their overwhelming nature, but found Travis's approach authentic and charming, aligning with the romantic ideals she'd written about since her teens. Subscribe to New Heights for more heartfelt stories like this. Taylor shared that she sensed Travis wasn't crazy after their initial conversations, which felt natural and pure, with his humor and non-judgmental attitude making her feel at ease. She recalled asking Travis about facing his brother Jason during the Super Bowl, unaware that offense and defense don't share the field, revealing her initial lack of football knowledge. Travis patiently explained the game, and Taylor became obsessed, later enthusiastically following the Chiefs' draft picks, like Xavier Worthy, surprising even Travis with her newfound passion. The conversation shifted to Taylor's music career, specifically her reclaiming the master recordings of her first 6 albums. She explained that she signed a record deal at 15 and never owned her masters, which include vocals, production, artwork, and music videos, controlling distribution and licensing. Determined to own her work, she saved money as a teenager to buy them back, but when her music was sold without her consent, it devastated her. Defiantly, she began re-recording her albums to regain control, a process she started in 2021 despite industry skepticism that fans wouldn't embrace re-recorded versions. Taylor sent her mom and brother to negotiate with Shamrock Capital, the private equity firm owning her masters, emphasizing the personal significance of her music as her life's diary entries. Months after the Super Bowl, her mom called to say the deal was successful, and Taylor, overwhelmed, collapsed in tears, rushing to tell Travis, who was playing video games, and both cried together. She expressed gratitude to her fans and collaborating artists like Phoebe Bridgers, Keith Urban, and Chris Stapleton, who supported her re-recordings, which outperformed expectations and enabled her to buy back her masters. Taylor clarified the distinction between master recordings and publishing, noting she always owned her publishing, giving her control over song usage, like insisting on Taylor's versions for films. She emphasized the importance of artists knowing their options, as her experience sparked discussions among new artists about negotiating master ownership. Taylor admitted preferring some re-recorded vocals over the originals and encouraged fans to choose whichever versions resonated with them, citing nostalgia for the originals or the enhanced quality of the re-recordings. Her favorite re-recording was Red, particularly the 10-minute version of All Too Well, which included previously cut verses she restored after mentioning them in an interview, prompting fan demand. The song became a cathartic highlight of her Eras tour, with fans passionately singing along. The discussion turned to the Eras Tour, which Taylor completed in December in Vancouver, spanning 149 shows across 51 cities and 5 continents, the most attended tour ever. She described the physical toll, comparing it to an NFL season with constant physical therapy, but cherished the fan connection and the tour's formative impact. Taylor aimed to incorporate musical theater, Broadway, and ballet elements, creating a rapid-fire, visually intense experience that left some fans with amnesia from Euphoria. Travis credited the tour for sparking his interest in her, leading to his podcast outburst about wanting to meet her, which initiated their relationship. He described their connection as organic, blossoming naturally despite media scrutiny, and praised Taylor for making him feel at ease and broadening his horizons. Taylor recounted traveling the world with Travis during the tour, enjoying Europe, Australia, and Asia when not performing, and rediscovering hobbies now that she's off tour. Jason introduced Taylor with a passionate speech, listing her accolades. The most awarded artist at the American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and iHeartRadio Music Awards, with 14 Grammys and 4 Album of the Year wins. He noted her latest album, The Tortured Poets Department, garnered 1.76 billion streams in its first week, and playfully mentioned her support for Travis, who has 19 wins, 2 AFC titles, and a Super Bowl. Taylor laughed when Jason mistakenly said she was from Nashville instead of Reading, Pennsylvania, and was visibly touched by his enthusiastic intro. During the episode, Travis surprised Jason by announcing that Taylor agreed to be the godmother to Jason's newborn daughter, Finley. Taylor expressed her honor at the role, wanting to be part of Finley's life and admiring the Kelce family's love and support. Jason, emotional, accepted gratefully, noting he never expected the announcement on air, and Travis admitted to planning the surprise for weeks to capture Jason's genuine reaction. Taylor shared that she announced her 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, during the podcast, revealing a blurred vinyl cover from a mint green briefcase. The album, available for pre-order with shipping before October 13th, coincided with her wearing a plaid outfit matching the album's orange and green color scheme, sparking fan speculation about intentional Easter eggs. Subscribe to catch more exclusive moments like these. The episode also touched on Travis's career, noting his selection by the Chiefs in the 2013 NFL Draft, despite wanting to play for the Cleveland Browns, where he emotionally pleaded to be drafted. The Chiefs picked him in the 3rd round, and he became one of the best tight ends, with 1,004 receptions, 12,151 yards, and 3 Super Bowl titles. However, his past 2 seasons showed a decline, with 823 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns, partly due to his focus on new ventures like acting in Happy Gilmore 2. Travis admitted his performance dipped, but was motivated to excel in 2025, aiming for a 4th Super Bowl. Chiefs coach Joe Bleem Mayer praised Travis's leadership, citing a training camp moment where he made a 20-yard gain, energizing the team. Travis shared that his relationship with Taylor felt normal despite public attention, emphasizing their shared values and organic connection. He recounted a GQ shoot where he posed with alligators and a pet pig at Max Fish Camp, embracing bold fashion choices like a fluorescent vest in the ocean, reflecting his fearless personality.